And I'm back, and I'm excited about this video because I'm gonna be making 3 candles, and all 3 is gonna be different design. So I am excited about this video. So you guys come along with me. We're gonna get this thing started. I'm not gonna waste any time. You know the drill. We're gonna jump right in. So let's get it started. So today I'm gonna be using these containers here, and as you could see, I already have everything prepped because that's just me. I just want to have everything already ready and not have the video all drawn out. So I have everything situated. I'm gonna be using this mold on one of them. This is like a big old rose. I never used this mold before. I used a smaller one, but not this one. I'm gonna also be using this one here to say mom. My first time using it as well. And I'm gonna be using this one here, and this one here say, I cannot really make it out what it say, but we'll figure it out once we put it in the candle. And one of them, I'm gonna use the soy wick, but I'm using my coconut wax. And the 2, I'm gonna be using the wooden wick with the coconut wax. And we're gonna be using some colors for the rose. I think here for the one that say mom, I think I want to use red. For the trophy, I think I'm gonna use the green for the trophy. And I think for the rose, I'm gonna use yellow. I think that's a good pair. And remember my last video, I told you guys that I ordered this spring blossom scent, and I was excited to try it. So I'm gonna do the same scent for all 3 just to keep it simple and not have like different scents, because it is Mother's Day and this smells so good. And I'm making these candles for a pre-order that I received. I'm gonna be making some more, but I'm not gonna record those because it's too much to record. And I have to get this done by tomorrow. So I'm not gonna fool up with recording the rest I'm gonna be making, but I am gonna show you guys how I make these 3 here, because you know I haven't used the mold before. So as always, we're gonna do this together. So normally the container, when I'm using it, the fill weight is 230, but because this rose is so deep, I'm gonna bring it down to 200 just so that it will have enough room when I put the cover on. May not even be 200. I may have to play with it because as you could see when I measure this right here, it stopped right here. So I need to have wax to come like right here, because I want when you cover it, it could close. Now for this right here, this is not as thick. I probably could do 230, and this right here is a little thick. I probably could do 230 on this as well. So I think for these 2, the fill weight, I'm gonna do 230. I'm probably gonna make it 225 just to be on the safe side. And for this one, I have to try to figure out how much that is gonna be, because I don't want it too high where I can't close it, and I don't want it too low where it's not enough wax. So I'm gonna probably have to heat up some wax and see how much this will take with this right here, just like averaging this flower. I'm probably gonna have to do that. So I'm gonna average that probably right here. I'm gonna have to make a mark so that I can know about how much this will go up to. So let me get my marker so that I can make this mark so that I would know starting off what I'm working with. Okay, so I have my marker and I went ahead and put the dot right here because what I did, I took this mold here and I brought it down a little because you still want to leave room for the wick. And I kind of like did like this, and that's how I came up with the mark to be right there. So I just need wax enough to cover this. And because I never used this mold before, I'm not sure how much wax it will take. So what I'm gonna have to do is put like, I would say 100 worth of 100 grams of wax, and then I'll throw it in here and see if that's gonna be enough or not. I'm not gonna warm it up too hot so that I can do a tester just to make sure. So let's get started with what we're doing here. So first thing first, as always, you know, I have to clean my containers. And I'm gonna move this out the way. I know it's kind of cluttered. I was gonna do it in the garage, but it looked like it's gonna rain outside, so I didn't want it to move everything in the garage and then it rain and I have to move everything back. So that's why I'm not in the garage. I'm probably gonna have to be in there though to make the rest that I have to make. This one I'm using this container again. I already did it to use it as a tester, so, but the two others is brand new. So I'm just gonna clean it out. And there we go. So for this one here, 2 wick. So we're gonna use the wick placement for that. I'm gonna just move this up a little just so that you guys can see here. So all you do is drop it in and you kind of like move it, shift it over to where you can see that it will be in the middle, and you just put a dot. And that's all you do. And this is what it looked like. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one here. Okay. Got that in there. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this one here, but instead of the 2, I'm gonna use the 1. And this one here kind of fit perfect, so you don't have to move it too much. I have that dot there. So we have our dot on all of them. Just make sure that's in order. And then next thing, I'm gonna put on my little warning label. This one I already have one on. So now I got that out of the way. I'm gonna take one at a time and put in my wooden wick. And this is the wick I'm using from Hives and Honey. Let me move this out of the way before I spill that. That is the wick that I ordered from Hive and Honey. In my last video, I show you guys that. So I'm gonna try that and see. With the burn test, I really like how it burns, so I'm gonna try it on this here and see how it burn with the 2 wick. This is one thing I don't like about this. It can be a little bit irritating, but you just press down really firmly on that and just place it right on that dot as close as you can. So this is what it's gonna look like. Don't worry about this because we're gonna separate it with our spatula, so don't worry about that. If you don't get it, if it's not like this, don't worry about it. Next, we're gonna take our soy, and this here is eco-friendly. Yeah, and get that right there, and we're gonna get it right on that little dot. And you could use the same marker and just press down real firmly on there. There you go. And we're gonna do the same for this one. This is so annoying. Okay, so press down really firmly on that. We're gonna put this right here, and then just repeat the same process. Right there, and we just firmly press down. Make sure that's fully secure. There we go. Okay, and again, don't worry about that. It's not gonna be straight. So that's that. I'm just trying to keep it in order to match up with the mold. So I'm gonna just do that like that, and I say I'm gonna use yellow. I'm gonna move this over here, and this could be the red, and I'm gonna move this over here, and this is gonna be the green, just so that I have it match up to know what's what. So now I'm gonna turn my wax warmer on, and I'm gonna measure out 100. And we're gonna see if that's gonna be enough for this container right here. So get this over here. Get my little gloves on. I swear, I'm always forgetting something. I do not see my pouring pitcher here. So guess what? I have to grab my pouring pitcher. I don't know. I continue to forget my stuff. But don't worry, I'll get it. Okay, so we're back. I have my little pouring pitcher. So we're gonna go ahead, like I said, and do 100 just to see what 100 look like. 100.6. One 1.7, 1.5, 102. Okay, we'll leave it at 102. This don't look like a lot, but I'm gonna just see where that take me. It look like I'm gonna need to add some more wax. I could already tell off the rip, but we'll see where we get with that. And whilst I'm waiting for my wax to harden, I'm gonna go ahead and measure out the fragrance oil, because I already know how much fragrance oil I'm gonna be using. That is standard. So I'm gonna use this container since it's 3 candle I'm doing, and this hold a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna tear that, And I told you guys I always use 10%. Oh, this smells so good. So we're gonna go ahead and pour our fragrance oil. I know I'm gonna have to order another bottle because this was just an 8 ounce and I'm like really digging this scent. So we have our fragrance oil here. We're gonna put that aside and I'm gonna check in to see how hot is the wax. Now remember I told you guys we don't need it like super hot because this is just like testing it out, so we don't need it like super hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the wax out. So that's what I'm doing. I just got a habit of putting it on the scale. So bear with me here. I'm not measuring anything. I just, like I said, I got a habit. So let me see where this is gonna take me once I pour it in. So our goal, if you could see, is to try to get it right there. So I'm gonna just pour that in. So we're gonna need a little bit more. So I would say like 120 will be suffice because this is where it stopped at right here. And I think that's a little bit too low. So we just need 20 more ounce in there. And this is all I do just to clean this out, is just clean it like here. Once you're done, or you could go in with the heating gun and just heat and everything will just dissolve. And that's what I'm gonna do because it already dried up. So I'm just going with the heating gun and just heat this so that the container could be back clean again. So let me grab my heating gun. So all you do is go in there with the heating gun and you just touch the corners everywhere that you have the wax. You just go in there with the heating gun and it's gonna melt it so that I don't have to use that much paper towel. See how everything is melting? Just make it a little bit more easier to clean. So there you go. It's a little liquid back in there and you just pour it in there. And now it's easier to clean. So just go in there and just pretty much, oops, I broke it, but it's fine because I have to cut it anyway, so that's fine. So you just go in like this here. And you don't have to get all the way down because remember you're gonna be pouring wax inside, so it's fine. You don't have to get all the way down to the bottom. And this here is fine because I do have to cut it anywhere, so no problem with it being broken. So small fix. So we're gonna go ahead and measure out our wax so that we can get it started. We can get this part going. So I'm gonna plug my wax back in, and I know that I need like 25 more grams because 100 wasn't enough. So I'm gonna go ahead. That's 26. We'll do 26. That's fine. So just put that in there. And then for the 2-watt candle, it's gonna be a total of $450 because I'm gonna do $225 each for that. So I need $450. And guess what? I'm finally gonna be done with this wax here. So I'm gonna open up the new pack that I just ordered. And I'm gonna try to get 450 in here. It's no special way you have to cut it. $4.52. That's fine. So we're gonna go ahead and just pour that in and turn this on and cover this wax warmer so that I could get doing what it gotta do. And take this off. And we're gonna move this aside because we're not done. Remember, we still gonna need wax for our design. So we're gonna just put this aside for now. We gotta come back and work with that. So for now, we're just gonna wait until the wax is warm. And once the wax get a little bit of warm, then we're gonna go ahead and start the process. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. Okay. And have that here. Okay. So we no longer need this because I already measure out what I'm gonna be using for all three of the containers, so we no longer need the scale. Just have to pour. So I'm gonna just clean the top a little bit more because it look kind of like fuzzy. Like I said, I don't have to do the bottom, just the top. So I'm gonna just wait until everything get warm. And I'm so excited about using this right here because it is so pretty. All of the mold is pretty, so I'm excited about using it. So while I'm waiting for the wax to get a little bit hot, I'm gonna just clean up my area so that I have more space here. Okay, so we're back and our wax is to the temperature that we wanted. It's 160. So we're gonna go ahead and pour the fragrance oil in. If you guys can see. So I just poured the fragrance oil in. And now I'm gonna just stir for like a minute or two. And you just stir for a minute or two. I normally go one side and then I go the opposite direction. And I'm holding it up because I don't want the heat to go through on my countertop, so that's why I'm holding it up. In case you guys was wondering, I didn't grab the little mat that I normally use to place it on there, so I'm just gonna hold it just to protect the countertop. When I tell you guys, this scent, I really like it. I really like it. We're gonna give that a few more stir there. And I'm gonna just put this to the side. And what I'm gonna do now is get the lid to put at the bottom, just to protect as well the surface of the counter. So that's what I do, and I'm gonna just stir this a little bit more, not too much, just a little bit more. And let me see where we at right now with the temperature. We're at 145, so we're gonna go ahead and start the pouring. So I put this out of the way. Now I'm gonna use my little funnel. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and get it going. And remember, we're doing the design, so I'm not going all the way up. So we just have a little leftover. And this just need a little bit more to touch that dot. Okay. There we go. And we're gonna just fill in a little, not too much. There we go. Okay. So that's it. Perfect measurement. Perfect measurement all the time. So I'm gonna just use these here just to separate the wooden wick. And I'm gonna let these here sit and solidify. And now we're gonna go ahead and work on our molds. So the first one I'm gonna use is the rose. So I'm not sure how much it's gonna take of wax. So we're gonna just guess and see what we're working with for the wax. So I have some wax inside of my warmer. So I'm gonna just check over here to see if that should be enough. And I think it should be enough here. I'm gonna just turn this on just so that I will get going. And I'm gonna sprinkle my yellow inside of the container because we want a nice bright yellow rose. So that's what I did. And we're gonna wait until that wax get a little bit warm. And I'm gonna move this over because I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. There we go. So you could see what I'm doing with this right here. So we're gonna go ahead and wait for the wax to get a little warm. And we're gonna just pour a little bit of the fragrance oil because it's the rose. We do want the rose smelling good when, you know, you smell the candle. So we're gonna just pour a little bit, not a whole lot, because remember the candle already have the fragrance oil in there. So pretty much this is what it looked like. I didn't pour a lot of fragrance oil, as you could see, just a little. So we're waiting on that right now to get warm. And we're at the temperature that we need. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour this over right quick. So we're gonna go ahead and mix this in. This is a nice color. This is what the color look like. Smells so good. That's all I'm doing is just mixing it in so that the color, the fragrance oil, and the wax could blend together. And what we're gonna do is just pour this into our mold. I'm gonna fill it all the way up. Okay, so that's our first mold. I did have a little left over, and I do want to use this on a different mold. So I'm gonna grab a different mold so that I'm not wasting this, so that I could utilize this remainder on here for another candle, because like I told you guys, I'm gonna be making some tin ones as well, so I'm gonna utilize this. So let me grab that and I'll be right back. So I have the little roses. This is a smaller one to this one right here. So we're gonna go ahead and just pour this in. Perfect, perfect. Still have a little spot there, so perfect. We still have a little left over, but that's fine, no big deal. I'm not gonna fuss about that, so I'm gonna get rid of this in here so that we can make room for the remainder that we're gonna be working on. So pretty much all I do is throw this out in the trash. And when I throw this out in the trash, I'm gonna just clean the container real good so that we can move on to the next. Okay, so we have our red. Gonna just mix that in. And we're gonna just throw that in. Okay, so we have our mom mold that's taken care of. And I think what I'm gonna do is probably do the red as well instead of doing the green, since I have leftover. It would only make sense, and to not waste anything. So that worked out. Want to fill in everything in this little trophy here. There we go. So everything is filled in. Over here too need to be filled in. There we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna just fill in this bottom too, since we have extra. There we go. So we have our molds ready here. And just to clean this up, I'm gonna just go in and do like this, like I showed you guys the last time. And this is just me being extra. You don't have to. I just like everything neat, so that's why I'm doing this. So we have all our molds ready, and we have our candles is gonna just sit here and be solidified. So while that is happening, I'm gonna just clean up this area so that I could get everything back in order, because right now it's really bothering me. So I'm gonna just clean everything up, and we're gonna come back and finish off once everything is fully solidified. Okay, so we're back and everything is fully solidified. So we're gonna go ahead and continue with the next step. So I'm gonna move that one out of the way, because that is gonna be for one of my smaller candle. So we're gonna just go, oh my gosh, I just broke this. Yeah, you have to be very, very careful with these moles. So I got the O and my M is broken, but I'm gonna still try to work with it. So all I'm doing here is just like putting the piece back together, and this is an easy fix. You just push it in, and I could even go in with the gun, the heating gun, but it's fine. So we have that, and I have to be very, very careful on this one here. One side is already broken, so I have to be very, very careful. That's the side that I said was already broken. Okay, so we got this piece here that is not broken. And we're gonna just try to put it together. I hate this right here. That's why I be putting it in the fridge, so that it get a little hard and I don't have to go through this right here. Because when I put it in the fridge, it's more harder, so it's a little bit more sturdy. But we're gonna work with this right here. If it don't look too right, I'm not gonna use it, because I'm all about perfection. I don't like just shortchanging. So right now, with how this is looking, I think I'm gonna just not use it, because this one here, I'm not sure what's going on, but this look a mess. So I'm gonna move that one aside. I'm gonna be very careful with the two. Oh gosh, I could already see one side is broken. The bottom is a little broken. Moles are cute, but this is what you have to go through. Some of it break easily, but luckily with this one here, is better than the mom, because we could just do this right here, and this one is back intact. Well, so I thought, but this one here is no big deal. We could get this right. I'm gonna just put it aside and not mess with it, because I don't want it to break anymore. So let's move on to this one here and hope that we have luck with this one and this one come out right. Oh, okay, so we got luck with this one. Just a little piece, but okay, that came out good. Just a little piece broke off, but you can't really tell, so that's good. At least this one here, we could use that, and we can also use this. And luckily I made the smaller rows as well, so if need be, we could utilize the smaller one. And also I made some green roses, so we could utilize these as well. See how that came out really good? I like that. That came out really good. So we're gonna start with this one here. Now I have to try to figure out how I'm gonna get this in here with these two. And I think it looked a little bigger when I was doing it because I measure it out based on the mold, but as you could see, this is way smaller than the mold, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna just move this out of the way. So now I gotta hope this don't mess it up when I force this in. Gotta be very, very careful because I don't want to mess up the top of the rose, which it look like it's gonna, okay. So we got that in, great. And we're gonna just remove this. I gotta cut that anyway, so that's fine. We're gonna just push this down. Very secure. There we go. So we got that. Great. Great, great, great. So we got that in, and I'm trying to think what else I'm gonna put in here, because even when I put the lid on, it's still a lot of room. And you know me, how I am. I don't like the room. And for these right here, I probably will have to like turn it this way. I'm not sure how that will look, but not sure about this right here. Not sure. I'm gonna see if we could tweak this a little. Let me see if we could do like little white going around it, like something like that. Not sure, but we could see. We'll work with it and see. What y'all think? Y'all liking this? We're gonna keep going and see how it look. If anything, I could remove it. No big deal. So I think this looks nice. I'm gonna try to clean this off here. And I'm gonna cut this so that you guys can see it a little better. Okay. So I'm gonna get a little piece of paper towel. I'm gonna try to get this out of here. Okay, got it. So I'm gonna clean this off, and I'll show you guys how it look, and you can let me know yay and nay. What you guys think? This is how it look. And I'm gonna get alcohol and get this off here. That's not a big deal, but for the candle of itself, what you guys think? I think it can go. And let me check and see with the lid. Perfect. So I think it's a go. I think it's a go. So this one here is the first one, and we're gonna go in with the we're not gonna do the glue gun. I'm gonna just kind of smash these in where it's connected and it's not moving. since you can't see the rose anyway. So I think this is a go. I like it. I like it. It's not where I was going, but I'll take it. So we're gonna move on to our next. And I do have to get my glue gun for this. For this one here, it was supposed to be the one with the mom, because I had in mind for the O to go here and then one M here and the other M over there. Let me see what I could do here, because I think that will look really, really nice. I'm gonna try to see if I could get this M here right. Bear with me, you guys. Nah, I think this M here is looking kind of sick. What y'all think? I probably might have to redo a new M. I'm not sure why it came out like this. Not sure, but okay. We'll put that aside, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and do another M, or what I can go ahead and do is utilize these right here. I probably might just use this. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm probably gonna just use these 3 on this one here and just leave that alone. I have some white heart. I'm probably gonna put the hearts in the middle as well. Let me see what I'm gonna do. Let me get my my heat gun so I could melt the top of here so that we can go ahead with the design. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the glue gun, and I had these little extra pieces, so I'm gonna go in with the glue. I mean, not the glue gun, the heating gun, and get this melted a little. And remember, I told you guys when you're doing this, you gotta move a little fast. I'm gonna use this here, and I'm gonna put that like right here. Don't mind this. And I'm gonna put this here. See how that works. So that worked out pretty well. Now I'm gonna just put that on there, and I think what I wanna do, you guys think I should put anything else in here, or just let that be, or you think I should drop this in? Yeah, I think I should drop that in too. Why not? So look how I blend back that design, and with this right here, it just make it pop a little. So I like that. I'm pleased with this one here. I'm gonna just let this sit so that the wick is not shifting, but I want to show you guys how it look. This is what I'm working with this one here. So I'm gonna just put that back so that that could stay until that fully dried. And the next one we're gonna be working on is this one. So we're gonna do like the little roses here. So I'm gonna go in with the gun. And I'm gonna start placing the roses in there. So that's what we have for the rose. We can also go in with, you see the heart is good, but to me, because it's already white, I don't know about the heart. I'm thinking, nah, I really wanted, I really wanted to use that one right there, the mom. I'm so disappointed with that because I really wanted to use that. So for this, I think I'm gonna just drop a white in there, and I'm gonna move that over as well and drop like another white up in there, just so that it would be even out. And there we go. I think, okay, I think that's good enough. I don't want to do too much because I don't like over designing stuff. So I think that should be good enough. I'm gonna cut this a little bit more because you don't want, when it's light, the flame is too high. So look what happened. So all we're gonna do is go back in here with this, melt it a little, and then just put our rose back in. That's an easy fix, no worries. It happened, and I'm gonna try to get this piece of wood out. There we go. And just try to clean the top here. And I'm gonna let this one sit as well so that this could be fully dried. And I made a little bit of the smaller candles. I did a few of those, so what I'm gonna do is just go in and decorate those as well since I have extra. So I'm gonna just put that in. Come on. And that's how I'm gonna leave that. And I'm gonna put this on here just so that it will stay. Move that out of the way. And the next one, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the little hearts. So I'm gonna drop one in. Then I think I'm gonna just put some hearts in here. Even though the heart is white, it was gonna look a little better if it was like red or yellow, but it's fine. We'll work with what we have here. And that's all you do. And again, we're gonna just put this so that this will stay until this get a little hard. And we still have a few little hearts left. I'm gonna just take these out. And I think I'm gonna end up using that O to tell you the truth. I just don't wanna like not use it. So I think I'm gonna use the O on one of these right here. So I'm gonna do like this. Put this O there. And then just put some hearts around. And I have one little red heart. So we're gonna just drop that one right there. And there we go. So, you know, sometimes stuff don't come out the way how you want it to, but you just pretty much work with what you have. I really wanted the one that say mom, but it didn't came out the way how I wanted to. It broke, so I think I'm probably gonna send these molds back because it's not thick. It's very flimsy, and I think it will always be that issue with it. and that's why I don't buy certain mold, because of that reason. So I think I probably might send back this one right here, because I don't like it. I don't like it. So yeah, so we're gonna let these candles sit, and then I will show you guys the finishing touch while I clean up these molds here. I'm gonna let you guys see the finishing touch.